Everybody, welcome back to West of Loathing. I looked it up, I know what to do now. Well, in regards to something in particular. How much does it cost? I'll take one. 300 meat and steal his whistle. Val puts his slippers down and ducks under the counter. Quickly snatch the whistle and slip it into your pocket. He comes back over the paper cone and which he holds in the mouth of the metal box. He pulls down the lever and the machine makes a thin squealing sound as a glittering thin spun sugar collects around the paper cone in a fluffy cloud. Here you go. Enjoy. Hey, where's my slide whistle? Oh man, I guess I could put it down here. Haven't seen it. Bye. Like to see the lost and found. Handkerchief. Look inside. Put the slide whistle into the box. Nah, it's a different one. Thanks anyway. Sure thing, man. Alright, just 300 meat, or my slide whistle if you happen to find it. I really miss my slide whistle. No, I think I saw a slide whistle over in this lost and found. What? Really? Oh gosh, wait a minute here, just a minute. Clown runs over to the sausage stand, you quickly duck around the counter and open the box. What you see is not what you expected. You see a fat, paper white spider the size of a cantaloupe. It's lying on its back, feebly struggling against the straps that bind its legs to the floor of the box. Slowly you pull lever, a rod moves inside the box, pressing down on the spider's abdomen. The spider emits a thin squealing sound and squirts something that looks like spun sugar out of its anus and funnel it up on top of the box. Shut the box. You quickly shut the door and dart back in front of the counter just before the clown returns. He gives you a momentary suspicious look, but is distracted by the joy of getting his slide whistle back. You were right, thank you so much. The clown carefully puts his slide whistle in his shirt pocket, ducks beneath the counter, comes up with a paper cone which he holds in the paper box, yada yada yada. Here you go, enjoy. Thanks. Ticket, please. Ticket for what? Barbie Bob's Stunt Spectacular. Well, here's my ticket. Okay, go on in. Show will start soon. These benches must be for the audience. You take a seat and a smattering of other patrons appear and sit down as well. After a minute, there's a crash of cymbals and a clown runs from the backstage curtain, jumps onto the stage. In contrast to the other clowns cut by clothing, he is relatively simple. Black wool trousers and a bright crimson shirt under a pale tan leather jacket with fringe on the sleeves and a red heart painted on the shoulder. His face is painted just plain white without any colored accents, contrasting his curled black mustache and thin goatee. A snappy silk top hat with a rakish tilt tops off his outfit. He doffs his hat and bows with a deep theatrical flourish, and the audience claps politely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and welcome one and all to Barbie Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Show. I hope you've been enjoying the distractions of our little traveling carnival. And now it's time for our star performance, the main attraction. Ladies, just put your hands together for... A loud drum roll starts as he gestures to the curtain, and then the cymbals crash. The clown puts his hat back on with a chuckle. Me, Barnaby Bob. Hi, Claude. Much obliged, you're far too kind. Why, I haven't even showed you anything yet. With a laugh, you say large brown Bowie knife into the air. You didn't even see where he pulled it from. The knife glitters as it spins. He catches it and flips it again, this time catching it on and balancing on its point with the tip of his finger. He holds that pose still for a moment, then jerks his hand out of the way. With the knife thunks into the wooden floor deep enough that he has to give it a few jerks from the side before he can yank the blade free. He winks broadly to the audience. Wouldn't be any fun if they weren't sharp, would it, ladies and gentlemen? Clap. He pulls 2 more knives from his jacket and begins a flashy and elaborate knife juggling act. 3 spinning blades somehow turn into 4, and then his hat is added into the mix, floating slightly through the cascade of knives without a single scratch. He finishes the routine by catching 2 of the knives in each hand and allowing his hat to fall nearby to the ground before catching it on the tip of his boot and kicking it back into the air and onto the top of his head. Applaud. Now there's some applause I believe I've earned. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it took a lot of hats to get to where I am today. He chuckles as he adjusts his hat back into its original rakish tilt. Now for the grand finale, I need a volunteer for the audience. A few hands go up, but Barnaby ignores them and looks directly at you. How about you, madam? Okay. Good, I like a brave one. Step right onto the stage. Your name, please? Blues Barkley. Pleasure to finally meet you, Blues Marshal Barkley. I didn't tell you my middle name. A couple of clowns haul a large wooden panel about 7 feet tall and 4 feet wide onto the stage. They stand it up vertically behind you and stay there, hold it steady. It has 2 holes in it slightly above the waist level and a lot of knife marks. Press your back flat against the wood, please, and put your hands in the holes. You do so. The holes are just a fraction too high, so it's not very comfortable. And then one of the clowns pulls your arms back tighter and ties them together with rough hemp as it becomes much more uncomfortable for a variety of reasons. Don't worry, this is just to make sure you don't make any sudden and unexpected movements. We wouldn't want that, would we? Fret not, miss, everything's under control. He steps close to you and adjusts your collar, brushes a little dust off your shoulders. My control. You know, Blues, we get a sharp customer through here from time to time, but my, you're the sharpest we've seen yet. Why, I bet it's a shiny silver dollar. I've got something up my sleeve that's even sharper. His pupils narrow to vertical slits as he grins at you, revealing rows of pointed yellow shark teeth. As he turns away, you can see that the heart on the shoulder of his jacket is drawn with an arrow through it and the word Mom. Mom, it doesn't look painted on. For your hands. You struggle a little bit, but your arms are too tightly bound, and the hemp digs into your wrist. Barney Bomb strolls to the other side of the stage and turns to face you. Now, don't you worry, it'll all be over soon. Just don't move. He has a knife in his hand again and gives it floops and twirls. Light reflected from the blade glitters in his eyes, and without warning he hurls at you. Thunk! The knife hits the wood before you can even blink. A hair's breadth from your left ear. Beep! Barney Bog grins at you as a crowd applauds. Another knife appears in his hand, and an apple in the other. He tosses the apple to one of the stagehands, who carefully bounces on top of your head. Time for the old William Tell routine. A bit cliche, perhaps, but there's a reason it's a classic, eh, ladies and gentlemen? Take a deep breath. The crowd watches with rapt attention as he flourishes the knife, spinning it and flipping it behind his back. And faster than you can register, thwack! Cold apple juice dribbles down into your hair, down the back of your neck. 2 for 2. What do you say, Blue? Shall we go for one more? Sure. Isn't she a good sport, folks? Barney Bob pulls out another knife and gives it a quick strop across the pale leather sleeve of his jacket, then whips a colorful spotted handkerchief from his pocket and blindfolds himself. This time his smile is much colder. I advise you to watch closely, Blues Barkley, since you're the only one of us who can. Watch closely. The crowd laughs, but you don't really hear it. The knife spins in his hand. This time, either because of the adrenaline or because he's actually moving slower, you can see the odd motions of his arms as he throws it. He twists his wrists in an odd way that you don't think he did before. The knife is flying at you. The knife is flying directly at your right eye. Don't move. The knife incredibly swerves at the last possible moment. You can feel the wood shake from the force of its stabs into the board. The metal is cold against your right cheek. The audience erupts into cheers as Barney Bob removes his blindfold and pumps a fist triumphantly. One of the stagehands unties your ribs and helps you get your arms out of the holes. Bob takes your hands and raises into the air victoriously. Well now, ain't she a good sport and as brave a target as I've ever had. Take a bow, Blues Barkley. Take a bow. You bow to the crowd, carefully keeping your eyes on Barnaby Bob. He bows as well, removing his hat with an elaborate flourish, and then slip a paper out of it. That's okay, appreciate it. I'd like to give yourself volunteer a gift. A year's supply of dynamite, use it in good health. As he hands you the coupon, the clown leans in and whispers in your ear. This is the only warning you get, girl. You got a coupon for a year's supply of dynamite. Barney Bob waves and blows kisses to the crowd as you climb down the stage, then disappears through the backstage curtain. The audience gradually disperses. I'd like to go into the back and have a chat. The trailer is probably Barnaby Bob's office. Examine. Knock politely. Come on in. Enter. He looks up at his desk, surprised to see you. You? Here I thought I made myself perfectly clear the last time we met, yet you knock politely and walk straight into the lion's mouth. You're either extremely brave or extraordinarily foolish, girl. Both, I might hazard to guess. I just got some questions that need answered. And you think I'm going to answer them? If I didn't find you amusing, I'd vanish you off the face of the earth for what little you know already. I appreciate that, but I can't leave this little situation unresolved. What curiosity to the cat is going to seem like a Sunday picnic compared to what it does to you if you get me angry, Missy. Go ahead and ask your question, but bear in mind, I already gave you a fair warning. What are you doing here? Straight to the heart of the matter. Well, now I had you pegged as a clever one. Why don't you tell me? You're here because of the cows. Perhaps you got a brain rattling around in that skull of yours after all, girl. That's correct. The cows came home, as you say, and we followed them. Why? Why? Don't disappoint me now that you've impressed me, kid. Think about it. Your age-old enemy that you've been fighting since time out of mind wipes and leaves. No farewell, no postcard. Wouldn't you want to know what the hell you're doing? You don't know? Dear, oh dear, I've gone and said something I probably shouldn't have. Missy, you're treading on some dangerously thin ice right now. I hope you're acting like concerned that I consider you to be essentially insignificant. I can hear those gears ticking in that 3-pound dog dinner you call a brain, miss. Now it's my turn to ask you a question. How are you going to convince me that I shouldn't make you disappear like a fart in a tornado? Well, make it good, Blues Barkley. Make it good, because you got one chance at this. You need me. Do I now? And what, pray tell, do I need you for? My freak show is plenty full. There aren't enough of you to be an army. You're just a scouting party. A reconnaissance. You're here to gather information. Yes, and you can't do that efficiently. Not the way you look. You guys stand out too much. You need a human scout. Don't you play games with me, little girl. We're talking to Barnaby Bob, Duke of Hell, and I can make your personal nightmares look like a choir of soft singing angels. I'm serious. Look, I'm not your enemy. The cows are. And if you're after the cows, not humans, then you aren't my enemy either. You enemy of my enemy? Can't imagine we'll ever be friends, Bob, but so long as it's mutually profitable, I think we can come to an arrangement. You promise to leave the people of this world alone, and I'll tell you anything I find out about the cows. Gotta hand it to you, kid. You may be the first human being to leave old Barnaby Bob speechless. We got a deal? Alright, I agree. We won't make any trouble for the humans. You bring me anything you find interesting about the cows. Hell, if it's good, I might even pay you. Good. You're a smart gal, Barnaby. Blues Barkley. You better be smart enough to know what happens if you double-cross me. Mama didn't raise a fool. Good for her. He shows you the map on the desk. There's a location circled in red not far from Dirtwater marked Tannery. This will get you started. There's an old tannery a ways south of here. I said if you fellows there already, go have a look. Go find it. You find anything worth seeing, you let me know. One thing, you're strictly undercover. I won't be telling my boys about you. Not that I could get any against to the ones out in the field anyhow. If you need to defend yourself against them, so be it. And good luck to you. Leave. This way, to Idris. Alright, let's see to go check out this tannery. Where's the tannery? Danny's Tannery. Oh, a sign. What is the man's word? What is the man's word? It says tannery. It's where we used to make cow skins into leather. Ah! No, we're wondering why cows are so angry. Yeah, you might have a point there. Enter the tannery. It sounds like there's a lot of fighting going on inside the tannery, except instead of the regular fighting sounds you're used to, like shouting, gunfire, and chairs being broken over people's backs, you hear a lot of ghostly bellowing and shrill cackling laughter. It's like a real bad scene in there, in other words. Enter the tannery. As you enter the tannery, the second thing you notice is that the place has been abandoned for years, probably since the cows came home. A lot of the equipment is wrecked and all of it is covered in dust. The first thing you notice is there are a bunch of rodeo clowns in here fighting with... Well, they aren't exactly cows. They're more like the possessed skins of cows. That's a little strange because you've seen people wearing, for example, cow leather chaps, and you've never seen anyone being being attacked by their chaps. Maybe there's something about the tanning process that makes leather impervious to possession, and these cow ghosts, whatevers, are untanned hides. In any case, the clowns and cows seem preoccupied enough with their fight they haven't noticed you. At least not yet. The door's locked, which is probably just as well considering the ruckus you hear on the other side of it. Well, I guess we have no choice. You attempt to sneak up on the cow. This fails, assuming you're even sneaking up and not just moseying over. The cows, if you're all too willing to add your face to the list of faces they hate and turn their attention from the clowns who jump on this opportunity to get the jump on their ancient enemies. Join them to fracas. True to form, the clowns who were on your side in the fight betray you. Damn clowns. I guess it's kind of strange to be fighting alongside demonic clowns, but war makes strange bedfellows. Ugh. Please ignore the fact that I used demonic clowns and bedfellows in the same sentence. This scene has a real brawl. Not only does one of the clowns have a nasty look in his eye, nastier than typical, I mean, but one of the possessed cow hides is stretched on a tanning frame, which somehow makes it stronger, I assume? Guess what? The clowns turn on you after all the cows are dead. This is not surprising. Well, I was gonna give you guys a chance, but you screwed it up. Pay for your folly. What a mess that fight was, and what a mess on the floors afterwards. At least you're now free to poke around the scenery. You take that nasty clown's knife. Oh look, they also had a key. Excellent. This body must have been lying here since the cows came home. There isn't much left of him. Poke around in the tattered shreds of clothing, find an old key. You got an item. Tannery Saint Rage key. This key has an old worn tag on it. It says Saint Rage? What? Stage. The door's locked, but the key you found on that clown probably fit it. If you're sure you want to go out there, it sounds like one hell of a fight is happening. Oh boy, oh geez, this is not a good situation to be in. You quickly hide behind some old tanned hides. Huh, is that what they're called, Dad? There are 3 clowns out here, each armed with nasty-looking knives. One of them is licking his knife. The sound makes you think he's literally sharpening the blade on his tongue. They are facing down 2 stretched cow hides, and a monstrous thing that looks like an entire cow skeleton draped in flayed cow skin. Listen in. I bet you lot think you're real clever breaking through to the human plane. Did you think we wouldn't follow you? Did you think you'd find a weapon here to use against us? Or are you trying to escape? What? You take that back! None of them seem to have noticed you. It looks like you could sneak back through the door if you're really careful. Yeah, but why would I want to? When they see you, the clowns and cows stop hissing and mooing, posturing at each other. Hey, who the hell are you? Candygram? Now's our chance. Get them! Oh gosh, my spine. As predictable as ever, the clowns turn on you once you've helped them defeat the cows. It's a good thing the clowns hate cows more than they hate humans, or that fight could have gone way worse. Fortunately, it seems unlikely that you'll run into any more animated leather cow skeletons on your adventure. Right? Hooray! You approach the hide warily. It looks like it's too tan to be possessed. This must be a storage shed. It's locked, but the key you found might open it. Ooh, I can build a crate, and I can open it up. This guy, he's here hiding behind a barrel. He isn't very good at hiding. Talk to him. Hello? Oh, thank God you aren't one of those horrible clowns. Nope, I'm Blues Barkley. I'm Grady Tanner. Good thing you arrived. I couldn't have held out much longer. Are you actually a Tanner, or is that your surname? Oh, both. What are you doing here? Hiding. I mean, what I mean is, why are you hiding in here? Because I don't want to die. Look, what's your story? I was scouting for tanning material. Cow's bane is easy to get a hold of as it was in the old days, but while I was searching, those cows showed up, and then the clowns showed up, so I locked myself in here. What's cow's bane? An herb for tanning leather. You can't grow it in large batches anymore because cows shows up and wreck the place. So there's other stuff we generally use for pig leather and so on. It's not as good though. Cows wreck your herb gardens? Well, it's more if you're if you're growing anything more than a flower's pot worth, they get wind of it somehow. They hate the stuff. Can't figure out why. Here I got a few extra seeds you can have. Be careful with them. How long you been in here? 3 or 4 days. I'm starving. Cow's bane's poisonous, so I've been chewing on this old leather hat for sustenance. Seriously? Yep. Want some? No. Well, I took care of the clowns and the cows, so consider yourself rescued. Wonderful, thank you. As soon as I get a new shop set up, you can count on me for any leather goods you need. First one's on the house. You wouldn't happen to know where I might set up a new shop? Here's an empty lot in Dirtwater you could probably use. Great, I'll head there. Thanks a million, partner. I owe you. No problem. Maybe I should have told him that I left a clown and a cow alive. As you approach the clown, cow, leather, ghost thing, they make notice of you and stop fighting while they process this new development. The clown, unfortunately, seems to decide he hates cows more than he hates you. The cow, unfortunately, decides it hates you more. Well, I want what's in that box, so screw it. Run away, clown. You had a chance, and you blew it. That's one clown. That's one clown and one cow down. You hear a lot more fight going on in the rest of the tannery, so that pat on the back will have to wait till later. Leathering shears, you say? Useless. I'm sure there's more I can do, but screw it. I can wait till later. How very dare you, sir? A fancy high-tech electric light. Don't these lamps usually need to be plugged into something? Yes, but I've modified these to run on ambient organic energy radiation. You can see how they work more reliably the closer they are to the dielectric reservoir on the floor. Yes, I understand this. Clearly this rock is nothing special. The water in this vanity has been replaced with some kind of solvent. It's a bed made of stone. A bedrock, if you will. She's really committed to this whole geology thing. Some weird-looking boots on this workbench. Hey, Josie, what's up with these boots? Just an invention I lost interest in. What do they do? They're supposed to make you run really fast, but I couldn't get any significant boost out of them. You're so close, though. Oh, yeah? Sure. You just gotta hook this wire thing to this spring, twist the flange a little, and Bob's your uncle. Huh. Oh, huh. Clever. Still not interested in them. You can have them if you want. Boost boots. Thanks. Some kind of drilling machine. Seems to be taking a real beating. Guess we'll call it a video here. I'm the Blue32. This is, what's it? I know this one. West of Loathing. TTFN, ta-ta for now.